Welcome back to One-on-One Sports. I'm Erik Kendall. I'm joined here by Sherron and Greg Brzozowski, and they're going to help me break down what makes the Miami Heat such a good team. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the big three: Chris Bosh, Dwyane Wade, and of course, LeBron James. Greg, let's start with Chris Bosh. All right, so Chris Bosh may be the lesser known of the big three, but Greg, what makes him such an important piece of puzzle for the Heat to be so good?
Well, it's really what he brings to the offense, Erik, because he's the best big man on this team. So it's really kind of what he does for the Miami Heat on that offensive scheme.
Right.
So what he does is kind of sets himself up around the free throw line. That's where his game is the best.
Okay.
But what he has is a series of moves to kind of get him the shot that he wants.
All right.
Consists of a jab move to get some separation from his man, a pump fake to get his man in the air, or a spin move to completely bump that, get it away, put the layup in, and get the point for his team.
Against the Nets' Troy Murphy, Bosh uses all three moves to get the shot that he wants.
Another thing that works great for Bosh in this offense is the ability of his teammates LeBron James and Dwyane Wade to draw coverage away from him. So he's able to work man-on-man on the block rather than get double-teamed, as those other defenders are paying more attention to LeBron and D. Wade.
Here, Bosh is given more than half the court to go one-on-one with Thaddeus Young, as his teammates draw so much attention away from him.
Now, one of Bosh's weaknesses in his game is the fact that he can be overpowered by bigger centers and power forwards on other teams. Players like Dwight Howard, Brook Lopez are able to completely take advantage of their size and bully around Bosh when it comes to playing in the paint. Now, while Bosh isn't the most talented out of the big three, in my opinion, he's the most important on their run towards the championship this season. Because let's face it, Udonis Haslem and Zydrunas Ilgauskas aren't getting the job done against some of the high-quality power forwards and centers the Heat are going to have to face on their way towards that Larry O'Brien trophy.
Well, he may be the key this year, but the key the last couple of years for the Heat was Dwyane Wade. Let's take a look at him. So Dwyane Wade is the leading scorer for the Heat in this young season. Now, Alex, what makes him so dangerous with the ball in his hands?
Now the thing is, Dwyane Wade is the most versatile scorer for this team. He can do so many different things that defenders just don't know how to defend him. The first option that he's going to look for, this is the thing he's done best since coming out of college. He's going to look to attack the basket.
All right.
He's going to want to drive, and he knows that he can get past you with this. Sure. The thing is, if you can catch up to him, he's just going to put a body into you and take it up anyway. His second option, he knows that you're looking to defend that leg. So he's going to come up, get you off balance, and pull up for the mid-range J.
Okay.
Now the third option, people might not be expecting this from Wade because it's kind of been his weakest asset throughout the years, but he's worked on it. He knows that you're waiting for that drive. He knows you're waiting for that mid-range jump shot. So he's just going to drain it in your face. He's just going to look you straight in the eyes. Money.
The threat of the drive gets defenders off balance, giving Wade enough room to hit the three.
So we see him as this great, versatile scorer. But the thing is, he also has some weaknesses. Sometimes in big games, big moments, he tries to force it a little too hard.
All right, well, let's look at a guy who made the decision in this offseason, LeBron James. So now let's look at the guy that garners pretty much all the headlines, LeBron James. Greg, break him down a little bit for me. What makes LeBron so good?
Well, he's the most complete player in South Beach. He's got the athleticism and speed of a guard to go along with the size and strength of a forward. He puts that perfect storm to good use when he gets to the basket, better than anybody else in the NBA.
LeBron uses his end-to-end speed to drive past the incredibly quick Rajon Rondo. Then, he uses his strength to overpower a player of similar size in Paul Pierce as he finishes at the rim.
Another thing that makes LeBron's game so special is his court vision, which draws many comparisons to NBA great Magic Johnson, as he's able to find the open man on the court seemingly anywhere.
LeBron is able to draw in defenders and then find the open man.
Now, LeBron James' game isn't totally perfect. He has some flaws. His biggest weakness this year has to be his three-point shooting. Now, one thing that Miami fans definitely should be happy about is the fact that LeBron James brought his clutch play ability from Cleveland down to South Beach.
Well, we know LeBron can be clutch, but he may not have to be as clutch with the addition of his new teammates. Let's see how they mesh. So now that we see how the individuals work for Miami, what makes them mesh as a team now?
Now the thing I like the most about this team is their passing. You might say, hey, they're superstars, they don't like to pass. That's not the case with these three. They like to make their role players look good. Okay. Now, I'm Dwyane Wade. I'm out here on my normal starting spot. You're defending me. I see Bosh down there. He's guarded. But the thing is, I also noticed the role players. We have the Eddie Houses, the Mike Millers, the James Joneses. These guys can shoot. If their defenders are paying attention to me, I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to dribble in, make them come to me. I'm going to pass for the open shot. He's wide open. He's going to shoot it and make the J.
Both LeBron and Wade have the ability to get the attention of all 5 defenders on the other team, giving them multiple options open for 3. If their shooters continue to make open shots, they will be one of the best teams in the NBA.
All right, well, that sounds promising for Miami fans. But when we come back, Christian and the guys are in the studio talking NFL and if the Dallas Cowboys are back on track. Stay tuned.